Right guys, thought I'm going to show you some rigs, some carp etiquette today, and just general basic carp fishing. So if you fish linear and stuff like that, just turn off, it's pointless. Okay, I'm fishing for little fish. Right, the first thing I'm going to do, show you my first rig. See, I'm actually organised. Yeah, I am organised. Right, PVA bag. You may notice bread and pellet, like I always do. It's actually a bit of a rubbish bag, but it doesn't make any difference. It's going to dissolve. I'll show you my rig. Okay. So there we go. A little 10mm boilie. Okay, like I said, when you're fishing these type of waters and it's a flying back lead, okay, you want it all pinned down. Okay, everything pinned down. This is like a helicopter rig, as you can see. It does move up and down the line. Ow! Got a float stop stopping it. So I wouldn't advise you to use this on your first rigs. Okay, this is just what I'm using because I was tench fishing, but I blanked. So I'm going to put a PVA bag on, but flying back leads, trust me. These are little Preston ones. I don't normally promote stuff, as you know, but they are actually really good. And I love pinning my lines down. It's so important in these type of waters. You've got loads of fish, and someone was like, you ain't doing clear water. It's like, no, you need your lines pinned flat. You do not want carp touching your lines, trust me. Okay? Do not, like, when I hear people who say, I fish for line bites. I leave the line out there so I get line bites. It's like, you nuts. You do not want to be getting line bites. That will definitely spook the fish out. Right, so I'm just going to cast this out, and I'll show you, and I'll do one from the beginning, from scratch. Right, and I'll show you when I'm actually fishing, but I can't do that at the moment because it's a little bit awkward. So here we go. Basically, it's little things you need to know when you're carp fishing, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just show you my basic setup, okay, and what you should be doing as a beginner, okay? So, okay. Right. It's really cold wind today. Right. First thing. Oh yeah, I don't know if people ever notice, I forget to explain sometimes. When I cast out and I put a back lead on, by the way, I don't walk backwards with my rod. My rod, I slacken off the line straight away before I put a back lead on, because you do not want to be walking backwards with your rod tight. You're just going to drag your lead and everything, all right? Right, Preston, little lead. You can use any back leads. I just use these because they're really small and I like them. I don't like too heavy. The bigger the back lead, obviously, the heavier it is, the slower your cast's going to be. It's going to slow you down. So I like these ones because, like I said, I'm fishing small waters. I'm not casting far. Today I'm actually casting further than I normally cast. Just purely because of the swim that I'm in. Got a lot of water. So I'll show you now. I'm just putting anti-tangle tubing on. Just push it through the tubing. I'll show you now. It's not rocket science. But the thicker the line, the easier it is. And this ain't no tungsten stuff. This is just cheap stuff I got offline in big bulk. It's just called anti-tangle tube. I'm meant to use it for the anti-tangle and to prevent the fish getting cut up on the line or ripping its scales off. Right. It's been a bit of an ass, not gonna lie. Sometimes it can be a pain. Don't help when your hands are freezing cold. Right, where am I, Sazaz? Thought I'd be bloody organised, innit, eh? Alright, anti-tangle just leads on. Make sure there's no kinks in your line, okay? Anti-tangle sleeve. It's freezing, man. Make sure that butts onto that. Yep. Right, little tail robber, inline lead. Nothing special, little inline. See that already, you see? And I've got a Preston lead, back lead holding this down. So this is all gonna be pinned down, okay? All right. Now I'm gonna get out my hook that I make myself, size 10 hook. Like I said, you want anti-tangle sleeves. It's so important when you first start. Well, not even when you first start, you just need them, man. Otherwise, you're gonna get a lot of problems. Right, anti-tangle sleeve, my hook. And I will put a tiny black shot on the middle of that to keep it pinned down. I'll tell you why now. Oh yeah, I will try and talk at the I will try and talk at the camera. Sometimes people have said that it's gone quiet on my last video. So I'm just gonna be trying to bear that in mind on this video. I'm getting a mic soon. So living the dream. Right. Black lead shot. Reason why I do that is when you put your rig on the bottom on the floor, even on the floor like now, it will bend up and stuff. It's weird. It goes on a weird angle sometimes. So make sure that, and that will honestly will pin it right down that. You see? So right, now I'm just gonna tie it on. Do not fish, I've said it before, but don't fish without an hooking mat or a landing net. Okay, get the landing net set up first. Okay, don't do what I know people do, is cast out and they don't have the red net set up, and then they're shouting me to come over and net the fish for them because they haven't got the net set up. That is rookie, okay? That's noddy behaviour, okay? So there's going to be the etiquette on noddy behaviour now, and I'm going to do some noddy stuff. Alright, I'm going to have to stop in a minute just to do a PVA bag, but because I'm really organised, as you can see. It's because I went fishing somewhere else and I was doing a whole completely different video. And it was too cold, man, too cold. Get the swivel into the lead. Tubing. Now look at that. Simple but effective rig. Okay, and obviously I can push it right in there to make it more. But what I want, as you see, is when they get caught, boom, they're gonna pull, and then that is just gonna go bang. You see, it should go bang like that. You see. Right, get that back in. Right. Right, you ready for the noddy work? Right, I'm going to quickly show you just to set up. Okay, that wind is freezing. I've already got a blanket on my noddy setup. I can't believe how cold it is today. Right, PVA bag, Brett. Stab the hell out of it. This is my rig. Little fake maggot on it, and my 10mm boilie I made. Right, I'm gonna do some noddy stuff now. Okay, number one as well, don't put your hooking mat on here. Okay, fish bounces off. I've seen one of those times, and you will damage the fish, you will hurt the fish. Okay, guys, so don't do that. Do not put the unhooking mat on here. My unhooking mat, I'll show you now, is down there, see, where that mud is. So if the fish comes off, it goes back in the lake or in the wet mud, not on the wooden platform. Okay, so see where that tree is over there? See the island? I'm casting to the island. So I got a back lead on. And what I do is I ninja cast. There's a lot of over trees and stuff. So I'll sit down, see, make sure I've got enough drop, like pain in it. As I always slow it down, that's to kick the hook bait out. Otherwise it lands a big hook. Try and feather your line. Okay, get your line pinned down. Don't just walk backwards with your rod. Let the line sink. Slacking off. Okay, and now I'm going to do some rookie stuff. Okay, see where my rods are? They're up high. Okay, and now you're going to listen to poetry. This is what I listen to a lot on this lake. Okay, people doing this. Constant. Bloody constant. Turn your volume down. And if you keep getting it, slacking off a little bit, it's probably just attacking your bait and that. But honestly, there's a guy the other day, and it's just every 10 minutes. And it's like, dude, just sort it out. Okay, that's rookie behaviour. Okay, so what I will do is, in a minute, is put my rods down there so everything's off to the side of the platforms. You see, so it's all tidy. It's much easier. I can go on the platform then and play the fish instead of trying to play it over the platform. You know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna quickly stop in a minute because I've got to have a little tidy up, and I'll talk more about carp. Do not leave your bloody line in the swim. All right? I always find line in the swim. It's cruel, man. Okay, birds get their feet caught in it and everything. They literally lose their feet like this. Okay, it's really cruel. Okay, a horrible way to go. Okay, I've seen it before. Okay, so clean your line up. What I do is I always cut it. So look, before I put it in my bag, I'm going to cut it. You see? So when it goes back out into the bin or wherever it goes, it's still not lying out on the rubbish, because it doesn't just disappear when you put it in the bin. You know, just cut it. So like, there's no, you know what I mean? So it's hard for any birds or animals to get caught up in it. And then I just put it straight in my bag and get it out of the way. Don't leave it in your swim. I know this is common sense, but mad people will do it. It's disgusting. Disgusting people. Kick your ass if I seen you on the bank. Yeah. Where I'm fishing at the moment, wild fishing, there's cans everywhere, beer cans. Some guy must get drunk there and fish all the time. It's a bloody pain in the ass. And when I see him, I will chuck him in the lake. So if you're watching this, you asshole, clear out your rubbish, man. Floats in the trees. I got 5 floats the other day. There's crap everywhere, man. It's like, ain't going nowhere if you just keep leaving it and you're in a wild area. No, there's no bin men coming and collect it, you know? It's like me when I go fishing on the river. If I just have to can a Monster every time I went there, there'd be about 100 cans of Monster, because no one's going down the river clearing it up, you know? Because where I fish, no one goes. So you've got to bear that stuff in mind, you know? That's why even when I was fishing with this little kid I was teaching to fish, taking roach fishing night, he left his rubbish on the floor. I said, don't leave your rubbish on the floor, because who's going to clean that up? Me. I was like, pick up your rubbish, don't be so bloody lazy. You know, that's how it should be. You should be told as a kid. You know, don't be a litter bug, man. Disgusting, disgusting. Right, anyway, I'm ranting on. Yeah, try and make your swimmers slightly tidy. It doesn't really matter. It's just, but it makes it easier when you're playing fish, landing fish and stuff like that. So you're not jumping over rods and climbing over things and kicking things over. I used to be a nightmare for it, trust me. But yeah, try not to have your alarms going all the time. One of the most annoyingest thing I think from noddies is that, okay? And the other thing is, if you see someone fishing, right, go and ask them where they've cast it. Before I go on that tantrum, where I'm fishing, right, for a beginner, okay, try and get your rods like this, okay, all like this, okay. I can't be bothered to tell you the time. Okay, but you know what I'm saying, okay. You don't want both rods like Denny Fairbrass on the spot, okay. You're not fishing linear, okay, and you're probably not good enough to play your fish over the other line. You don't want to be getting caught up in the other line, because you will lose the fish, or you just have a whole mess with 2 little hooks hanging around. All right. So like I said, my back legs are pinned down. I've got plenty of area to play a fish where it's not going near that line. Does not affect that rod, so that rod's still fishing, you know. And I know the top guys who all use 3 rods, and there's a reason for it. Blah blah blah. Okay. But on these little waters, I always have my rods like that. You know, always split apart all the time. Okay. And if you see someone fishing, ask them where they're fishing to. Okay. And it's like me here now. I'm bearing in mind someone could turn up on that peg over there, right? So that means they could cast over to here. So I've got another spare spot what I've been putting bait in over here. Been putting corn and pellet, okay? Oh yeah, and when I first turned out, the first thing I did, I should have shown on the camera, is that I always put corn and pellet out. Tin of corn again. Still got the bag of pellet, that kilo bag, I've had it for fucking ages. Halibut pellet. And yeah, so I'm bearing in mind when someone turns up that I cannot, like, you know, I can't just take the whole water and go, oh no mate, I'm fishing there. It's like, I've got to bear in mind other people will be turning up to the lake and fishing. It's not the lake's not exclusive to me, you know. So you've got to bear that in mind, you know. I've fished with other people before, and I said to them, like, why are you fishing over there? Because someone turns up, well, I'm fishing here first. It's like, you could do that across the whole lake, couldn't you? You know, it's like, so just bear that in mind when you're fishing, that people can turn up, you know, and they can ruin your fishing, trust me. I was at one lake, I won't say where, and I caught, I don't know, quite a few fish, caught about 5 or 6 on the float, carp. It's proper, you know, commercial fishery. And some guy just started casting at me. Literally, he's looking at me and casting at me. So I shouted over, I was like, mate, do you want to get any closer? You're taking the piss, aren't you, mate? He was like on the other side of the lake. And he's like, oh, what's the problem? I was like, you're fishing on my spot, you ass. You know, like, I started shouting at him, and he just reeled in and went somewhere else, you know? But it's like, Jesus Christ, man. And I've even had it off here where someone didn't have a licence. They come and stood there, and they just started float fishing, what you're not allowed to do. I was like, dude, what are you doing? So you're not allowed to fish it. Oh, what are you gonna do about it? I was like, mate, I'll reel my rods in and come and kick your ass in a minute. So I've got a kid. It's like, I'll go and buy a ticket and go and fish off the bloody swim then, you spoon. You know, people are mental, like, completely in the wrong, like, I'll give you back with my kid with me, you know. And he numped it. I literally was about to reel my rods in and go and throw him in the lake. Bloody idiot. Anyway, last tangent. But yeah, fish etiquette. Okay, just bear in mind when other people are fishing and stuff, like if someone turns up there, I'm not going to get funny. It's, you know, they can fish here. It's not my lake, is it? You know, it's not a syndicate. You know, so this is the thing with this type of water. Probably going to blank after all this, and I go on blank. But yeah, I'm fishing 2 spots. It's a really cold day today. I wouldn't fancy my chance of catching loads of carp today, but 1 or 2 would be quite happy. Keep looking around at my rod, but yeah, I'll keep you updated, but just bear that in mind when you're fishing and stuff. You know, if people fishing opposite you or whatever, just go around and talk to them, just ask them, where are you fishing to, mate? I don't want to be fishing on top of you, you know. And I've had it even around there, like, you're fishing this far away from each other, man, and if they've got a horrendous rig, I mean, trust me, the carp gonna come and go, whoa, what is that? You know, you get out of there. So trust me, you don't want to be fishing near people if you can, do you know what I mean? Try and keep your rods tight. Like here, I've got a command certain water, people just can't touch. So it's like this reed line here, no one can touch. So I can just put loads of bait in, fish that, no one can bother me, you know? And the same with that duck swim. So I've got a couple of areas where people can't be bothered, but over there, you know, someone can turn up, fish straight to 18, there's nothing I can say. They're going to be a foot away from my rod. So I'd reel that rod in and I'd bring it over here. So just, you know, just keep that in mind. Right, ciao for now, guys. Hopefully next time you see me, I'm going to have a fish. Boosh. Fish on. Look at that. King of the noddies. Don't feel very big. But she's a fish, guys. She's a fish. She's watching that rod tip and seen it tapping around. It's a big bream. The king of the noddy. There we go, there's proper noddy fishing for you then. Just fired some corn out and there's a bream actually fighting. It's actually a big bream for here, really big bream. I'm happy with that on the float. See, I give them respect and put them on the hook and that. Ready for breeding. The mill sticking out to gob. That's a really nice breed. Whoa. Here we go. Get him out. It's alright, mate. It's alright, mate. It's alright, mate. It's all weird now. Dude, you were fine a minute ago. There we go. Big slabby bream. Look at that. Cracker. Honestly, they haven't been that big in here. They've grown that big now. They were tiny in here. But yeah, he's all ready for breeding. Right, so that's a fish at least, isn't it, eh? King of the noddies. Right, keep back up there. But yeah, don't treat bream with disrespect because they're bream. I've seen some people just literally lob them and stuff. You know, I get it if you don't want to get them out on your local mat stuff, but treat him with respect, man. They're still a fish at the end of the day. Right, just run around the lake. Tip number 2. Well, tip number 2, I've done loads of tips today. Is that if it's not fishing and it's freezing cold, like I knew it was, and I knew it wasn't fishing well, I fish this place all the time. I thought, I've only been there 40 minutes, I had one big bream. I thought, this ain't right. And, what's going on? Yeah. And, looked around the peg and I seen a fish jump out right over there. And I'm always on the other side of the lake, so I was like, right, pack up, go to where that fish was. There's a reason. It's warm around here, a lot warmer. All right, so we get this rod straight out. Got a PV bag made. The only thing is, there used to be a snag there. I think that's gone. Alright, like I said, look, the bail arm's off. I'm not just walking backwards with my rod and letting the line just peel off. Otherwise you'll drag your lead into crap. Next rod out. Go away, Mr. Robin. Sorry about this rookie behaviour, guys. Let's get the rod out. Set the rod up. This is, like I said, a move. Good move to the rod set up. This is my bike, God knows what else with me. And this room's got a nice little corner, nice bay. And I caught a lot of fish out of here. It's definitely one of the best pegs on the lake. There's a couple of reasons for that, really, but I mainly think it's because it's just quite sheltered. It's a little bit deeper where I'm fishing than when I was fishing on the back. Going to hook that there. Right, so I showed you the rig already, so I'm going to get it straight out. Just underarm it in the bay. Make sure my eyes are lined up, might help, mightn't it? Rookie. Didn't have the line properly set round, did I? So there we go. Bit of moddy behaviour because I was rushing. Make sure your line's in line with your eyes. Alright. Just going to underarm this. So look, bail arm's off. Just let that line peel off. Got the back lead for it. That's what I use for my back leads. A little clip. Some guy was like, I might kank the line. I said, no, it doesn't, mate. I've been doing this for years. Never had one problem with them. Just bent my net. That wasn't good. And because of this bay, the rod will get ripped off. sort of angle. Otherwise, oh no way. There we go. Rookie mistake. Come on. See, when you get a bird's nest, straighten out the line. See, there he goes, gone. The back leg's still on, still all pinned down. Future reference. Bend it there. Then put your net like that, so you can stand on it and bend it. Right. Definitely think I'll catch a fish here. Alright, let's see if we got both rods in. Yep. Both rods in. Tip it down a little bit. There we go. Just gotta make sure you can see me and stuff, you see. Fish on. But yeah, I know this peg pretty well. Another little tip for you, if you're getting bites on one rod and not the other, switch around to the same bait you're using. Never fish with the same bait, well I don't anyway. I always fish with something different every time. Because then you know, or it depends really, to be honest with you, but you can pick up bites on certain colours, for example, say yellow, then you might get, oh right, it's the yellow today, or whatever, you know. So sometimes mixing around with different baits and stuff can get you a bite, or if one rod keeps going, just change it over to that one, you know, same bait. Yeah, it's so much more comfortable here. It's freezing my ass off around there. I just didn't come here because I thought there'd be loads of people here today. I didn't want someone sat there when I'm doing a video, if you know what I mean. There's the robin, a bit of corn. See, and what I might do is in a minute, I've got a couple of rigs ready made, is put some baits on some other rigs and get ready to cast them out in the next cast, just to mix things around if I can't get a bite. Always got to try things, you know. I come down here once and I was struggling on the bottom, put a pop-up out, and I had 9 fish on a pop-up and a tench. So a bright green pop-up, 15 miller. Bizarre. I just did it because I was float fishing. But I learned a lot about that. I never used to like pop-ups until I did that. That's what I mean. Look, just found that in the bush. Look at that. It was like literally all through the bush. Can you imagine a bird flew through there in the evening or something, just gets caught up in it? That's it, like, his life's over and he's going to die in that. It's horrible, man. So yeah, don't leave all that. Look at it. It's terrible, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're one of those people. Okay guys, I thought I'd just quickly show you, like, when you're not doing anything, don't just sit there and do nothing. Alright, the amount of people I know that do that, it's just a waste of time, okay? Think of doing something proactive. So like what I've just done now, just done a rig. This is like basically what I'm fishing with today, but I've got a white maggot on instead of red. 8-pound mono hook link, you've seen these on my channel, and a kicker sleeve. And sometimes I put a lead shot on it depending on how long my hook link is. But this is quite, you know, it's not that supple, so it's good material. I like it, look, pin straight away. You see, you haven't got to have, what's it called, a size 6 quarter shank, you know, or what's it called, fang twister. You do when you're fishing big waters, all right? You want decent, good, strong hooks and stuff. But trust me, when you're fishing like this is just a Kamazan animal hook. It's nothing special. It's actually quite bright. I didn't like it. I think it's quite shiny, but it works. You know, and the thing is, when you got real small hooks, they're needle point. You know, when you got the bigger gauge of hook, they're less likely to be needle point. That's why now they're like, we got needle points. Because I learned that, like, you feel how prickly match hooks are. They catch so easily. Look, boom. They just catch really easy. That's the reason why I like that, and even try and get out of my hand. So look, this is how I test my rig. Put them on my hand like this, just pull it down like that, and then look, turned over. Look, won't come off. That's how I check my rigs. I don't do all the thumbnail rubbish, you know. I'm not sorry. I didn't say sorry. I meant not say rubbish. Then sound like because that is a good way of checking when you've got decent, when you're using proper big hooks. But started chatting. I think I just got. There you go. Finally. Been here about 20 minutes. And there's a snag over there, so I've got to be careful. At least I don't think this one's a bream. Bait out a minute ago. Sorry about that, it's pretty train. Bright orange koi. Bright orange koi. Don't worry about that noise, it's a flusher. That's insane. I actually know this fish. Just chill, just chill. There we go. See what I mean? It's about £5–6. Lovely looking koi. If he just calms down for a second, I can show you. So just put my hands over his eyes. He's fine, don't worry. He's not going to die on the bank. Alright, so there we go. Lovely koi. That's what I'm on about. There we go. See, straight in the hooking mat. Roll them into yourself if they're being proper mental and they're big. Okay. You see, I'm kneeling down. I'm on my own hooking mat. Oh, mate. He's just being a terror today. Right, last look. Look at that. Hey, look at him. Cracker. Right, there we go. Intro to Noddy's fishing. Good on hooking mat. Net. There we go. I've got a funny feeling. I might have to hit that other rod in a minute, I don't know. Something's going on. This other leg's been a nightmare. Alright. No! Alright guys, I think that's the end of the vlog. I hope you've got some tips and stuff from my fishing experience. Basically, like today, it's nothing to do with my rigs or anything. It's just been a really weird day. It was abnormally cold from what it has been, and now it's got really sunny, so more likely the fish have gone up in the water. So I've got a zig out, hoping for something on the zig. But this is just going to be the end of the vlog. I've got someone else turned up now, so I don't like doing videos around people, you know. So I look like a bloody lunatic. But anyway, I hope you got some tips on that from it. A nice coin, Mr. Barimi. Just using corn again. It's cost me 50p today, so can't moan about that, can you? And some pellets. So I'm feeding the robins. It's always good fun. Right, anyway, guys, I do appreciate all the the views and the subscribers and everything. It really does mean a lot to me. It's crazy, really. I never even, when I even started this, never really did it anything like that. I just thought some people might be interested in the type of weird fishing I do. This ain't weird, this is just general normal carp fishing. But you know what I'm saying, people. I'm a bit of a weird angler. Yeah, and follow me on Instagram, Fighting Fisherman #9. Ciao for now.